What's up, everybody on YouTube? How's everything going? Hope everybody's being positive, staying safe, and most of all, staying on code. We have a pandemic out here, along with an anti black race war going on. Every day throughout the week, has somebody, white and racist, doing something messed up. I think I was looking at a clip on Roland Martin's show where they showed a clip of a black lady in the car. Racist white man rolled up on her, telling her to go back to Africa and all that. Well, maybe if they hadn't stolen us from a homeland, we wouldn't have to worry about us being over here. And you ought to be grateful that we built the country you forced and made us do. You put us in slavery, you beat us, you raped the men and the women and the children. And then you had the little boys making love to their mother. That's where you get the term motherfucker from. But I ain't get on talk about that. My complaint is with Sonny Hostin. She was on The View. Everybody was talking about Trump and his wife catching the COVID-19. I don't care about Trump catching anything. Trump can catch a cold and croak and drop dead. I wouldn't care. I would actually celebrate and have a barbecue. I would not care. Tell me a time when Trump cared about some black folks. Tell me a time when Trump cared about anybody other than himself. Trump, the same guy who was talking this crap about wearing masks, didn't want to wear a mask. He was going around the country having rallies with people without masks. Remember Herman Cain showed up to one of those rallies, didn't have a mask on, and dropped dead. This thing is still killing people. And Trump even took a jab at Joe Biden for wearing the mask. And let me get this straight for anybody think I'm caping for Biden. I don't give a damn about Biden either, because I don't think neither one of them going to do anything for black folks after the election. If Trump get back in, it's going to be business as usual. Biden getting in, it's going to be business as usual. And I think one of the brothers on the YouTube channels, I don't know which one said, it could have been several of them, they're going to come after us black men. Do you let these Democrats really, really get back into power? They're going to come after us. They're going to figure, hey, we barely made it. And they're going to stick it to us every step of the way. You watch. Now, Sonny Hostin was saying her heart goes out to the president and praying for his family, all these other people connected to him. Let me tell you something. If I don't like you, I'm not praying for you. I'm not praying for your family or anybody but you. Whatever the spirit of the ancestors decide to do or handle you, that is their business. I do not question or get in the way of it with the blessings of God. Trump has been a horrible person. This man is doing everything to suppress the black vote. The Democrats have done everything they could to do a gender divide between black men and black women. I think TV One, News One, TV One, they're all the same people. They're running radio ads talking about black women, the strong black vote, going to get the Democrats over. And they just leave the black man out of the whole equator. There are a lot of black men out here who do vote Democratic still. But to just overlook the fact and divide black men and black women, that's wrong. You don't see them saying, well, the white woman vote is really showing up for the Democrats and leave the white men out. They would never dare publicly play white men against black women. But they do that with us. And that says plantation politics to me. And the Democrats do not care about black people. I don't give a damn about Trump's platinum plan, but at least he did come up with something. And he said, hey, this is strictly for black people. Can anybody name a time when the Democrats did that? I don't think you can. Not that I give a care, but at least he did say for black people. But like Tyreek Nasheed said, he broke that thing down. And more Tyreek read it, It started off as black. They started turning into minorities, people of color. So we already know that Trump was on some fuckery on that. And that's not to be taken seriously. It's not even to be considered. If you're not talking about tangibles and reparations, we don't want to hear it. Now, Amanda Seals, right on Tariq Nasheed, I seen that he put it up. And the guy over at the Hip Hop News, he also ran the clip. Amanda Seals said she don't want to hear us talk about a black agenda and reparations. We need to shut up and enough of that shit. Well, let me tell you something, Miss Grenada, Miss Anchor Baby. Nobody cares what you think. You're not foundational black American. Go back to Grenada. Go back and help your people. Why are you over here in our business in the first place? You can't even keep a job. You can't even stay on the reel without rumbling things up over there. And I think you barely on that TV show Insecure. They had like some type of party or something. They kicked your Bama ass out of it. So you're not wanted, and your opinion don't mean nothing to us. You are nothing but a mouthpiece that the Democrats decided to bring in. And you notice how they always want to bring these immigrants over here and want to pawn them off as one of us. The days of that are over. We know who foundational black Americans are, and we know who immigrants are. We know the difference. So, Amanda, you should go back over in your country and try to fix things over there. If your country's so great, Nigerian people, Jamaican people, Haitian people, African people, why your ass is over here siding with white supremacy, fighting against us? Take your butts back to where you belong. Stay away from over here trying to undermine our progress. You know, I was listening to an old clip by Jason Black about the Pan-Africanism. Y'all need to go check that clip out. And Mr. Black, he broke that thing down. And I was re-educated a whole lot. And, you know, I used to be one of those black people that used to see, just because you black, you a brother. No. It took a long time, I'm going to admit it, to realize, especially when I was young, I just thought if you were just black, you down with us. And I believe I was my sophomore, freshman year. And I think we had this Nigerian substitute teacher. You know, we were wild in there, you know, Klein, it wouldn't settle down. When we finally got it together. And she just all of a sudden called us some ikatas. I didn't know what the word meant. And our science teacher just happened to be coming around, and he checked her. And he went so far to go to the office to report her. And I think a few weeks later, they got that bitch up out of there. She was an ugly looking chick, looked like Grace Jones. She was real tall, had some big ass feet, and both feet. And the guy schooled us up on the word Akata. And like I said, I believe the brother, he was foundational black American science teacher. Mr. Herman, he didn't play that shit, man. I got nothing but much respect for him if he out there still living. But Sonny Hostin, you on the View, you're talking all this stuff. A lot of times, Sonny, you're off cold. One day you're black, one day you're Latina. Don't be praying for Donald Trump and his family. Who gives a shit about him and his family? His family don't give a damn about your people. Ask them Puerto Ricans down there who he fucked over. And then you come back and tell us again how you feel. Ladies and gentlemen, let's just be careful out here, period. I'm more worried about my people. I'm not worried about nobody else. I'm worried about foundational black Americans. Nobody else. And, you know, like they say here in the new black media, hold your own nuts, hold your own ovaries. Just hold your own shit when you get through. I'm not worried about nobody else. I'm not worried about Trump's family. I'm not worried about Biden's family. All them, they getting theirs. They sitting on top of power. I'm more worried about that family that's struggling off minimum wage. I'm more worried about that brother that's struggling, working 2 or 3 jobs to take care of his family, going to a job where he's not appreciated and messed over and disrespected and stepped on. And right on to a lot of the brothers that's still standing. All of us are not out here walking over our sisters and neglecting our responsibilities. We're not. And with that said, I am out of here. Wait a minute. Can't go yet. Republican Tim Scott, you're a catfish mouse Negro. You are a buttermilk gut Negro. Trump did not misspeak, you bald head bastard. Trump spoke from his heart. Quit trying to lick the man's boots with a happy tongue and some big greasy ass lips. Look like a goddamn pack of hot dogs from the front of the mouth. Now I'm out of here like a bounce check and a ball of food stamp. Hey, check out Outside the Ring STL on Facebook. And also, you can check the In the Mix radio show out on Facebook and YouTube. We play music by unsigned independent artists. Pretty soon, we want to talk to independent black businesses. That's right, black businesses. I'm more worried about black people, foundational black Americans. And Nicole, thank you. You did a great job on that video talking about that get your booty to the pole mess. Thank you very much. And shame on them bitches over there on the reel for defending that crap. I'm sorry about cussing, but I get tired of some of this stuff out here. Have a good one.